Who let the dogs out? I let the dogs out. Hey guys, thanks for watching Food with Len. Tonight I'm going to make some really disgusting carnival food. It's going to be hot dogs on a stick with corn batter on them. Really, really good. They're called corn dogs. You know that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what all you're going to need. And you probably have all of this. I don't know. This is the least likely you have to have, which is cornmeal. So if you got cornmeal, you're good to go. Self-rising flour. If you don't have self-rising flour, just add some baking soda to some all-purpose flour, about a teaspoon per cup. I have 1 cup of milk and 1 egg. That's all you need for this. Really, really simple. You will need some skewers. Now, with these skewers, your skewers you're going to find are probably too long for your pan. That's not going to make for real good corn dog frying. So what I've done is break off the bottom of the stick. Now you can do that, break it off. It's going to leave little splinters and such, and then you have to deal with those little splinters. Or you can take scissors, if you have those, or clippers, and just clip them off. So, you know what? I'm going to see if this will work. It won't. So, essentially, what I'm having to do is I'm just having to break them. Just like that. And that works for me. Just make sure you don't get any little shards of that in your oil. So anyway, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put our dry ingredients into here. Oh wow, that cup is not going to fit in there. But I got a feeling that I can mess this up real good, like the last 5 or 6 videos I've messed up. Okay, you know what? I'm going to call that close. I'm going to say that's close enough. Alright, now to that I'm just going to add my self-rising flour. And you know what? If you have all these ingredients and don't have to go to the store, give me a thumbs up right now so I'll know, that you're all good to go. Okay, now from there, I just find my whisk. Oh yeah, and a little salt and pepper never hurt anybody, especially on something like this. So, I'll grind in. I got grinder salt. I'll just do that. You could just use table salt. That'd probably go a lot quicker. But I'm going to do this. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put my pepper in here too. Now what we're going to do is we're going to deep fry this at 350 degrees. So it's essential that you either have a deep fryer or a deep pan deep enough, to deal with these dogs. So we're going to make this batter up like so. And then we're just going to put this batter into a tall, usually people like glass. I got this. I don't have a tall glass tall enough. So I'm just going to put it in that. And I'm going to do that off camera so as not to embarrass myself, because I've been having a lot of cooking mishaps lately. Alright, so now I got all this combined up. That's kind of cool. And so next I'm just going to need to whisk my egg, and just to save a lot of dishes and all that, I'm just going to whisk it right into my milk. Get that going. Let me get these out of the way. I feel a splash happening or something. So, just get that egg in there. It's turning good and yellow, so I see that's happening. Alright, see how easy that was? Now I'm just going to pour this into my batter, like so. And I'm going to whisk this all together to make a nice little dipping batter for my corn dogs. And I'm going to let this stand for like a while I heat up my oil. Anyway, I can spin that while I'm off camera, not waste your time. So, let me get in frame here. Got my little cooktop, my little Dutch oven looking thing. So you know how thick a hot dog is. You just basically need enough oil to pretty much cover that. And remember, this oil is also going to displace a little bit. So, actually I need the bottom of my thermometer to be in the oil. So I'm going to set this, I've got a setting that's maximum sear. I'm going to set that to max sear. And I'm looking for this temperature to hit 350 degrees. When that's hit 350 degrees, we're ready to go in the fire with that. Now, in the meantime, one other very important thing. Your hot dogs in the package are probably wet. So what you want to do is you want to take your mystery meat out and put it on a plate with either some cornstarch or some flour. I got plenty of flour, so I'm just going to flour the plate. And you want to let these get covered up and coated in flour so as to dry them out. If you have a paper towel, that's, that could be good enough. But I mean, this is just, so what? I mean, how much is flour? It's cheap, dirt cheap. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these coated with flour. That way when I coat them with my batter, the batter won't slip off, at least in theory. I should be drying these with a paper towel. I'll probably regret not having done so. But off camera, I will rectify that situation, if it's a situation. So, add some more flour to that. And I'm just going to roll these around like so. And, just get them nice and dry. Anything that's wet, that flour will stick to, and then you can just kind of shake them off before we put them in the batter. Okay, I'm going to let my oil heat. I'm going to finish doing this. I'm going to put this into the cup. Now remember, you don't want to go all the way to the top of the cup, because as you stuff this in, it's going to displace whatever liquid's in there. If you go all the way to the top of the cup, it's just going to pour over. So anyway, just a little hint. I'll be right back. Alright, my oil is up to temperature. It's 350 degrees. Now, if you don't have a thermometer, you could just drop some water in it. And if it blows up on you, you're golden. Just make sure to go ahead and make an extra one for the paramedics when the ambulance comes. And just kidding. Don't do all that. Alright, so basically I'm going to take my first one, just put it in here, and hope that it comes out. And it does, yay. So I turned this off for a second because I was fastly approaching the 350. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it back on, and I'm going to ease my corn dog down into there. And I'm going to try and cover the rest of these just about as quickly as I can without making too big a mess. There's number 2. And I'm going to put, I want to say 3 in on this first batch. Well, I'll look at it and see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, my temperature's maintaining pretty good at 350. I'm hoping I didn't get these two to stick together. They're pretty close. Yeah, they're good. All right. Okay, and while I'm waiting for those to come to a, whatever it is they're going to come to get nice and golden brown, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set a rack up. And I'm actually just going to set it right over the plate that I did the flour in. I just don't want to waste a lot of plates. And that way it can just drip into the flour and I can toss that into the trash. And we're good. Okay, let's see. We're maintaining 350. That's good. It's a good thing. Let me see if you can see in there. Let's focus. Bring you in a little closer here. Alright, we're turning a light to golden brown. These, I think, can be turned. And what's kind of cool is they kind of want to turn themselves. Isn't that neat? Alright. So, yeah, what makes you want corn dogs tonight? I don't know. Me, I've just been eating so much sweet stuff. I've made some cookies, made some muffins, Made potato salad. That's not really sweet, but there's just really no meat in some of that stuff I've been making. So I just decided I want a stick full of mystery meat tonight. There's a game on, and good game food too. So I'm just going to let these get nice golden brown. Okay, these are an awesome golden brown. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these out and let these drain and cool. Because if you try to eat these right now, man, there would be trouble. So I'm going to go ahead and let these cool. I'm going to cook my other two while these are cooling. And I will get back to you shortly. Alright, the last two of my corn dogs look like they're just about in the zone. I think I need just a little bit more on that one. On that side. Yeah, and they're going to disform a little bit. A little dysfunctional looking. See, like that's got a nice little bubble out on it. But hey, that's what they call authentic. And hey, look at the bright side. You made it yourself. It cost, well, I don't know. You know, I mean, corn dogs at a fair don't really cost that awful much. So, but isn't it cool that you can just do this yourself? I mean, impress your friends, your dorm mates, whatever, and just come up with your own corn dogs. Well, I hope I've given you the munchies with this, and I hope you will try your very own corn dog recipe. And I hope your mustard flows better than mine. I like mine with a little bit of mustard on it, and that's just about it. So I'm going to just put a little mustard on that end. I'm going to take a nice little bite and see what I think. Man, look at that. Just like the State Fair. Or wherever. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you in another video. Thanks for watching.